Welcome to another episode of the Lavonne Nichols Show. I am your host, Lavonne Nichols, and I'm so glad that you tuned in tonight for this show. You know, my goal is always to make sure that you are informed, inspired, and that you get something out of this show. And so I'm very excited to have Mr. Charles Roberts. I don't even know why I missed your name. Charles Roberts, I know who you are, but thank you so much for coming into the studio. I'm so excited to have you here. Maybe that's what it was. I was so excited that I kind of lost my words. Hey, it happens to us all, but thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor. And so I brought Charles in, one, because of the networking. You guys know I talk about all the time the power of networking, of meeting people and engaging yourself in conversations, even if you don't want to be uncomfortable, because there's so much that you can get out of networking. And so that came out of networking with you. And I was like, he would be a great person to have on the show. And so again, we're going to talk about the power of networking and entrepreneurship and all of those things. But Charles is a businessman, an entrepreneur. He is a master networker. The list goes on and on. You do a little bit of everything, but you do it very well.
Thank
you.
I
will say that.
Thank you.
You do it very well. For real. And then you know your bio, you're a Christian, and so there's no hiding who we are. So that's always a great thing. And because people keep that off of their resume sometimes for whatever reason. I was happy to see that on there.
Thank you.
So tell us, where do you live? Where do you come from?
Well, it's funny. I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
From the West Philadelphia area. Nice. Then I moved to like the Olney section. Then I lived in Norristown for some time, growing up in Norristown. Then I moved back to Philadelphia. So Northeast now. So
Philly is your home.
Yep.
And it's where you do majority of your some of them, because things have expanded, and we will talk about that. But let's get into your background, educational background, and what led us to being.
Absolutely. So just like my parents told me growing up, go to school, get good grades, got the good grades, and then now you got to go out and get a good job.
Right, that's the plan.
Yeah. So get a good job with benefits also.
Yeah.
So I did those things and for years, and I found out that I didn't want to clock in that corporate job every day. It was something that was burning inside of me that I wanted to get out. So I was like, you know what? It's something inside of me I really want to get out. I got introduced to this company about 13, 14 years ago. It was like direct sales, network marketing.
And network marketing,
Exactly. And I learned these skill sets with this one particular company that blew me away. It got me out of being shy.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. There's a stigma with network marketing, and I had that like, oh gosh, I don't want to do this. And when I did dabble in it, what I learned was how to be a good listener, how to pick up different cues. So it's good for something.
Oh yes.
It's good for something.
So it taught me so many skills, and some of the skills I learned before, but it was like, wow, it was different because I was applying them and I was making money.
Right.
So
listen, that's all. That will keep it ingrained in your mind.
So that was the thing that just kept me going because I, like you said, listening. So I learned how to listen. I listen with both my ears and I talk less. Develop into a leader, really coaching, training, and develop others to be leaders as well. And learning that sales skills, learning how to sell, learning how to market, getting yourself out there. You need eyeballs on what you do. So. It was a lot of skills, even learning how to present your information or just present yourself.
You probably learned that sales pitch around that time too, because you have to be able to present your message very quickly, because people's attention spans is very short.
It is. So you got to be able to package it, kind of share your 30-second elevator pitch.
Yes. Because you're right, because you don't have 2 minutes. You got 30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You got to grab their attention.
Right.
And we try to do the same thing through online, social media, email marketing. So we try to do those things through those channels as well, to grab people's attention like that fast, so they can read it, they can open it, they can see exactly what we're doing. So.
And appeal to them. So you got into the network marketing fields, and then you're like, no, I don't want to punch it in clock. So you got to that.
Exactly.
And then what?
Exactly. So I got to that, and of course I built up. I did pretty good with the company. Whereas though they appointed me a position with the company, like running the whole Philadelphia region. So they called me a regional manager.
Right.
So,
I remember those titles, and I was just like, how do I get there? Because this rat race down here.
Yeah. So being appointed, so the other position I actually had to work for to kind of production-wise to get there. But the company said, you're doing so good, we're going to actually give you this position. So it was like contracts I had to fill out and everything like that. So that to me was amazing, because now I'm working with other folks that's not directly connected to like money or anything. I'm not making money off of anybody. But
it changes the atmosphere. When you don't have to sell.
So it was really cool just working with folks, and it was us putting together events. Special events.
Okay. I see where this is going.
So even before that, I'll take it back to church. So even before,
please do.
So even before that, I actually got approached at my old church about like being a part of one of these ministries. And one of the ministries, they was actually selling cakes and cakes and like lemonade. So they was trying to fundraise. So they were trying to fundraise, and they knew I had a sales background. So they said, Charles, can you come help us sell? So I'm like, sure, because they wasn't really selling that good, and they always had more like leftover, product left over. So I said, you know what, I'll come and help you. So I helped them that one day. We sold out, and I did pre-sales. So I was selling. So I looked.
You want the whole sales team to the church?
So look, I said, you know what, we're gonna sell out all these products. We're gonna sell out all the cakes that we have, the juice, and when we run out, we're gonna still sell, because they're gonna come back Wednesday for Bible study, and they're gonna come Sunday.
So you started taking orders.
Exactly. So we started taking orders. So they was like, wow, we never made this much money before.
Listen, that right there just helped somebody's church, start doing some pre-sales, and when you run out, still keep taking that money and get it to the next Bible study.
Exactly.
That just helps somebody.
Exactly. And then some folks, even if we ran out, some folks just donated. It was like, hey, we'll donate $1, donate $5, and just doing that. And then I went to being a co-lead as like on this other ministry, hosting events for singles. So hosting events, and it was amazing. So I did that for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. And then of course that's when
singles events are not easy.
No, they are
There's so many different factors. People don't want to come out because they don't want people to know they single. Listen, that takes some work. The singles ministry is not easy. It's not easy.
You are so true. They do not, and I saw at a lot of those events we were putting together, the singles that were coming out were mainly the women, and we would have a handful of men that were coming out. So they thought I had the magic to bring a bunch of men out. I said, I don't have that magic.
He said, get a man, he'll bring the other men.
That was their that was their logic. It was like, you bring on this man to help us get other men. I'm like, no, I could get and recruit a few men, but I'm not gonna be able to get a lot of men like you want. So I had to kind of shift their thinking, and I'm like, it's a different way we can do this. So it built up. We got some more men that started attending more events, and how we did things, how we marketed, and who we put in front of the church that day to promote the event, and getting the pastors buy-in helped out a lot as well. So and that was amazing. That was an amazing journey for myself. So
And so you started doing events for the church, and then that led to what's next?
That led, of course, to me becoming that regional manager. That actually happened. A good friend of mine was the regional manager at the time, and he got sick, and I was like, I don't want any more position. He was older, got a little sick, but he's fine. And I was like, I don't want that position because you sick and you in the hospital. So I
don't want nothing to stress me out, put me in the hospital, trying to kill me.
So I said, you know what? Okay, I'll take it. His wife was like, please. So when she said that, I was like, okay, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So I said, yes, ma'am, I'll do it. And I did it. And when I moved into that position, I was like, man, this is kind of similar to what I was doing at the church, but at the same time, it's a little difficult, So I had to kind of overcome some obstacles, some old habits. People had a lot of old habits, and how they want to run a meeting. So I actually had to run meetings, and I was in charge of running these meetings every single week and running larger events on like Saturday mornings. So they wanted to tell me how to run it when I don't want to say I was the boss, but I was the person in charge. I was the leader. So it was hard kind of getting over some of those hurdles, because it was like, I'm a nice guy. I don't want to be like, be quiet, I know what I'm talking about.
But they were maybe stuck in their own old ways. This is how we've always done it.
Exactly, there was. A lot of them were stuck in their old ways, and it was like, this is how it should be done. I was like, well, it's 20XYZ, 2016, it's 2017, so it was like, times have changed. We probably need to get updated now, change it a little bit. So when I came and I kind of shook some things up, that's why I call myself a millennial Gen X, because I'm like right on the cusp. I'm like, I'm a millennial, but I'm a Gen X. So I was bringing in millennial stuff. And they was like, no, time out, get away from us, don't do that. And I start bringing it in, and people saw it, and they start buying into me. So they start buying into my vision. So they said, you know what, Charles might be on to something, because we're increasing our numbers of guests. We're increasing our number of attendees of marketing associates that's attending. We're increasing these numbers at our bigger events. So it was like, once people got the buy-in, it helped out a whole lot. So it was like, it didn't feel like I was pulling teeth, and like I was like, oh man, this feels good. So
that's
yes,
awesome.
that helped a lot.
Well, okay, so we have so much to talk about, but I think from your story, we are getting ready to get right into where we want to talk about networking and how you came to be the master networker that I know you to be. And so we're going to take a short break. So make sure you get some snacks. Like, tell you guys, get some snacks, but make sure they're healthy snacks, and tune right back in.
Mommy? Well, why not be all these things and more? Consider joining me, Dr. V, with friends and colleagues as we explore a wide range of topics together. V is for variety, here on RVN TV.
There you go, Richard. Oh! Is that too hard for you?
No. Is it too hard for you?
Woo! We're playing catch now. Oh, shit.
Why should you choose Rowan College at Gloucester County? Low cost, the #1 nursing program in all of New Jersey. More than 70 programs of study, including selective admissions. With record enrollment. A premier partnership with Rowan University. Transfer options with numerous universities. 4-year degree options on our campus. Rowan College at Gloucester County. Now you're thinking.
Choosing Medicare coverage can be a very confusing and complicated process. Help is just a phone call away, 856-226-4800. As a licensed insurance agent, I'll assist you in making an informed and confident decision on a Medicare plan that meets your needs, lifestyle, and budget. Call me today for a free, no-obligation Medicare benefits consultation, 856-226-4800.
When did you see the sign?
Welcome back to the Lavonne Nichols Show. I hope that you guys are enjoying the show thus far with Mr. Charles Roberts. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. We were having a great conversation, just talking about just getting to where he's at right now in life and in networking. And then how, you know, those things those hiccups, people not wanting to change and how he overcame them. And so let's get into this social networking that you do and tell us about this.
Absolutely. So we actually host these events.
And who is we?
So as myself, my organization, I have a team of people that actually help me out. So without them, there probably wouldn't even be events.
Right.
So they're amazing. It's about a team of 10 of us. So,
Right, and it's the Roberts Group?
So the Roberts Group, a lot of people get it confused.
Right.
I'm probably confusing everybody, so I got to fix
But we
that.
we know you, and we know your face, and we know it's all good. So
the Roberts Group is actually our main holding company.
Okay.
So that's our holding company. We do everything from like marketing, branding, setting up a business entity legally. The other companies, the social world piece, that's more on a nonprofit side of things. So,
is it? I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's the one we do like the mixers, the workshops, conferences, all those cool things. And, you know, speaking engagements, you know, we speak in schools, all the way from the elementary level up to the university level.
Awesome.
So we spoke at a lot of schools. We speak out of state. We spoke in New York, UPenn to their foreign exchange students. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was actually Wharton Business School. So yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
So again, I tell you guys again. So I knew of you.
Yep.
I think there was one particular networking event that I wanted to go to, and I think I reached out to you, and I was like, "Can I still go? Can I still get a ticket?" And when I went, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm from Jersey, and at the time, I was kind of still new to working in the corporate side in Philadelphia, and so I wanted to meet new people. And I got to this event, and I was like, "Oh, this is what they be doing here in Philly on a Friday night." I mean, it was very eye-opening for a young professional wanting to meet new people. And so you do these amazing events all over the city.
Yes, we do. So it's mainly like the center city area that we focus on. And we do them every first Friday, but we select a different venue in the city.
Right.
Like for instance, we just did the Sofitel. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing venue. It was great professionals that came out to that. And then the month before, prior, we actually did Halt Restaurant and Lounge. So that one is really nice. So we just love to support these venues because we want to bring our audience there. We want them to experience the food. We want them to experience the drinks. We want them just to experience everything about that venue. But at the same time, they get to network, connect, meet some new business partners. You know, I have a few stories where some folks became good friends at our event. This one gentleman, he actually met his girlfriend at my event.
Really?
Yeah, he is actually about to, I can't even feel exactly what he's going to do.
Because I was about to ask you, like, really?
I'll tell you after.
Listen, girl,
I want her to see it. She was like, for real? I'm about to spill the beans. And so many other folks have gotten business. So many other folks have gotten a lot of business from our events, you know, from referrals, you know, just from me referring them. It's like, hey, I didn't get a chance to catch so-and-so that was there. Can you connect me with them? Absolutely. And the folks that met each other, they became business partners. They made money from one another. So to us, it's great. It's like a blessing, like really.
And I was going to ask you, like, what is the goal? But that is the goal for people to establish, relationships and business. I mean, especially if you can make business connections and make that money. I know that I reconnected with some college friends, and we kind of made it a thing to come to your events.
Wow!
And
look at that.
And it happened there. I was like, I haven't seen you. We haven't hung out in a while, and so that came about that. And it also, even if you don't necessarily make a business connection right then and there, you get cards and stuff like that, and it doesn't always happen right then and there. But when I went to another business meeting, I was like, hey, I remember you from and we sat and we chatted. And so there was a rapport there, and it just kind of continued to build, and that's the atmosphere that you create. It's really awesome.
Thank you.
It's really awesome.
We try to do the best we can.
You guys do a really good job, and so right now you guys are doing them in Philadelphia, but you've also started to expand.
We did. So last year, 2018, we did a 4-city tour. We said, you know what? We taking it outside of Philadelphia.
That's right.
We're gonna show them how we do in these other marketplaces. So we went to Boston, we went to New York, we went to Atlanta, we went to DC. Oh, it was amazing. So every event was successful, we partnered with the W Hotel. So
That's big, y'all. Who's partnering with the W? We just partnered with the W Hotel.
So it was amazing. So we did the event at each venue, and a lot of professionals came out.
Nice.
So we said, great turnout. Each event, Atlanta Empire was our most successful event. We probably had about 80 to 90 people that showed up. And then our last event we just did was in Miami.
I seen that. I was like, man.
Yes, our last event was in Miami. We had about 170 to 180 people that came out to that event.
And you packed them out.
Exactly.
You packed them out. and you guys know, I don't bring anybody on the show that I don't already endorse, and I can be like, this is a good person to work with and attend the events. I'm telling you, it's a really good atmosphere.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So what we want to do, we want to create an environment, like a great environment for people. Like, we want people to experience something different, we want them to experience something like none other, like no other event that they ever attended in their life. So really, it's all about the experience. When you come into our event, like, wow, this is amazing. Almost like you get that upscale, you get that red carpet treatment at a mixer.
And I think it takes some of the pressure off of talking to people. Some people are not as personable. They don't want to, it's a new environment. They already might be shy and withdrawn. I think that it's kind of sets a different atmosphere. Still professional, but it kind of takes some of the pressure off of that.
It does. And I've had people that come to the events and they're super nervous. They don't know exactly what to say to somebody. They're uncomfortable. And then I have some pros that's in there that know exactly what to say, how to network. They're good. They're great networkers. So I have to, kind of play to both sides, and I have to network with the networkers, and I have to help the others that aren't as great at networking. So I have to, talk to them and bring my team over. Hey, connect with them, network with them, and then I have to make sure they introduce them to the other people as well.
Right. So I want to ask you, what do you think are some of the mistakes that people do when they go to a networking event?
Wow. So one of the mistakes that I would say, and I see, you invite your friend and you talk to your friend all night. It's a big mistake.
You're trying to make it comfortable for yourself, but you're kind of defeating the purpose.
Exactly. You're defeating the purpose. So if you're uncomfortable, go by yourself. You're still going to be uncomfortable. Go by yourself, and it's going to force you to talk to somebody. Do not sit by the bar. Do not sit by the little booth and drink or eat all night and don't talk to anybody. Why did you come to the event? You can go out to eat if you want to do that. So if you're going to come and network, be intentional about going to network. Get out of your own head. Don't be afraid. All you have to do, you're at a networking event.
Like you said, what was your purpose for coming? Because you could have went to dinner by yourself.
You could have went to dinner by yourself. With your friend too. so come with your business cards. Come ready, to network. Come ready to meet some new people. Because you never know who you're going to get connected to.
You never know.
Exactly. They could be from Philadelphia. They could be from New Jersey, Delaware, and they could be your next business partner. They can help you with this deal. They can refer you to a CEO, a president, a managing partner that can help you get your company to the next level. And everybody that's at our events, they're not all business owners or entrepreneurs. No, we have not just business owners, not just entrepreneurs. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have political candidates.
Yes, you do.
That's coming to our events. So it's like everybody needs exposure. Everyone needs leads. Everyone needs new people in their corner supporting either their political campaign or they, for fundraising, or you just need customers. And you need to get out there and meet people in order to get those customers. Exactly.
And that's what I really like that, because you don't want to go always to places that have the same type of people as you. You want to meet other people.
Having that diversity. So that's where I would say we kind of separate ourselves, from other, people as well. We have diversity. We have some diversity, but it's so many amazing companies out here. People that's doing some amazing things. I have some that mentor myself. And
I was going to ask you, do you have a mentor?
Yes, So numerous mentors. I have the book mentors and the coaches, of course, that I invest in, and they work with me. And then I have the local mentors as well. One of them being a good friend of mine, Suleiman Rahman. Amazing gentleman. I just thought it was so genius that he created a company, UPPN, years ago. And for the urban community, I was like, man, that's so decent. That's so genius.
And what I liked about you guys is you guys have a couple times come together.
Absolutely.
And so there's
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
competition.
No.
Like you don't feel like, oh, well, you know what? They
No.
have their networking, and which am I going to? I'm just going to go to this one.
Yeah, no.
You can come to both of them
Exactly.
because you guys plan them, you guys talk. And that's
Exactly.
another thing. Some
Exactly.
people in Philadelphia do not talk.
Exactly.
And so they planning events on the same night. I'm like, talk to each other
Yeah.
and support because
Yeah,
there's enough
exactly.
people out there.
It is. And we both have different type of audiences
Yeah.
as well. So he has an amazing audience.
Yeah.
He's a great person, man.
Yeah.
Business leader. Like this gentleman is like one of the most influential people in the city.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
really, he's doing some crazy things. He
Absolutely.
just started another company called Diverse Force. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
I
It's
literally
amazing.
looked that up on LinkedIn the other
Yeah.
day because it came down my time.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I need to get on that.
Yeah, so he's doing some amazing things.
Right.
Like people should really check out his program. I'm endorsing Suleiman. He's
Listen,
amazing.
but
He's
you know
amazing.
what?
That's my
That's-
guy.
The fact that you're able to do that just
Yeah.
shows your heart.
Yeah.
For just wanting to support people.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just I didn't realize that a lot of things you're doing is not nonprofit based.
Yeah,
which is I have a fondness. Sorry, Mike person. I have a fondness for nonprofits because it's a special work and you have to have a heart for it.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate that about you because you're very humble, and the fact that you can sit up here and on your interview
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about somebody else
Yeah.
is huge, and that's why I endorse people like you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. So what do you see moving forward? So you've already expanded, but in the grand scheme of bringing people together, what is it that you think is still missing that you would like to tap into?
It's a great question. It's so many things that we're looking to tap into. I don't want to say missing,
Right.
but maybe it is missing.
Right.
So like of course we're doing the networking piece in Philadelphia.
Right.
We're expanding in other marketplaces. We're looking to really capture a lot of contacts, a lot of leads
Right.
because ourselves we're creating products, services, and how we really can reach the masses, how we really can help other folks in business and what they're doing. Like we're looking to support them. We're looking to help the many.
Right.
That's our goal. Really, not to just serve as local community. No, we're looking to serve all communities
Right.
nationwide, across the United States, Canada. Like we're trying to go global with this.
Did
thing.
it start global for you, or were you just kind of like Philadelphia? Let me see what happens here and go from there. Because some people start, they're huge, and then they work their way back.
Yeah, that's funny you say that. So like I would say I'm always like a big thinker, but then I say, you know what? We got to kind of start somewhere though.
Right.
It's like, all right, don't get so crazy, but at the same time, always had those big goals and dreams. Like you don't want to have a small thinking like, hey, well, I just want to focus on this particular area. I just want to do that. No, like no, I have mentors just like, yo, you gotta really think big, but you gotta go for it too.
Right.
You can't be afraid. You can't be scared.
Right.
Like I'm telling you, like one of my mentors said, some people say they have faith, but then they got a lot of fear inside. So it was like, fear and faith cannot coexist. You can't have fear.
You said you was gonna take it to church.
I know
right?
that's right. So it's like you can't have
No,
both. So
you
it's like,
cannot.
come on, one of them is going to be stronger than the other one.
Right.
So is the fear beating out the faith, or
Right.
the faith beating out the fear?
Wow.
So I ain't going to church today. I ain't gonna preach to y'all today.
Let me tell you, I told you this was going to be a good
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And so, guess what, you guys? We have to wrap up. We have to close. But Charles, please tell the people how they can reach you, how can they attend an event.
Absolutely. So how you can actually get connected with me, I'm going to give you my social media. So if you're on Instagram, of course, you can go to that's I-AM, Charles W. Roberts. That's simple. So it's at I am Charles W. Roberts. It's my name. So that's Instagram. LinkedIn, of course, my first and last name, Charles Roberts on LinkedIn. On Facebook, you can do the same thing at I am Charles W. Roberts on Facebook. And Twitter is at CW Roberts 95. So that's my Twitter and YouTube. We got a YouTube channel.
Do you? I didn't know about
we got a
that
little
one.
YouTube channel. So just go to Roberts Group. So go to Roberts Group on YouTube, and you'll see all of our videos from our past events.
Right. Right.
from our workshops to our mixers, our conferences.
Nice.
You'll see a lot of things, giving away toys to the young
Yes,
children.
I saw that. So you
Yeah.
guys have to stay connected.
Yes.
He gave you all the social media.
Yes.
He gave you that name. So make sure you look him up. And if you didn't get anything out of this show, make sure you get out the fact that you cannot have fear and faith at the same time.
Yes.
One, and get out of your own head. Meet new people.
Yep.
Go out and meet people, because you never know where that lead, that contact, that opportunity is. Charles, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I so
You're
appreciate
amazing.
you. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys tune in next week at 7 p.m. here on RVN TV. Thank you so much for watching.